Have you ever wondered, why does my body seem to resist building muscle even though I train, sleep, and eat right? Or perhaps you take fish oil or omega-3 capsules religiously, believing they are the key to recovery, yet when you step on the scale or check a mirror, your gains are mediocre at best. You are not alone. Here's what's really going on inside your body. Muscle growth is not a matter of magic or supplements. It is the outcome of a sophisticated nightly repair factory, your body's overnight anabolic machinery working as you sleep. If that machinery is running on empty or miswired, the extra omega-3 set will only marginally help. The true boosters are two vitamins you take at night, and they directly influence the core pathways of muscle repair, mitochondrial energy, hormonal balance, and recovery. This topic matters deeply because muscles are more than aesthetics. Muscle is your metabolic engine, your protection against frailty, your buffer for insulin resistance and aging. When you lose muscle, your basal metabolic rate drops, your insulin control worsens, and your risk of metabolic disease accelerates. To reclaim vitality, strength, and long-term resilience, we must go beyond generic advice and target the root levers of muscle rebuilding. In this speech, I will show you why omega-3 supplements are overhyped as a fix, and when they really make sense. The two vitamins that, taken at night, meaningfully support overnight muscle repair, how they work at the molecular, hormonal, and mitochondrial level, when and how to take them, in what forms, and in what context, how to stack them with protein timing, sleep, and training to magnify results, a simple nightly protocol you can implement starting tonight. By the end, you will not only understand why these vitamins matter, you will know how to use them in your life and be ready to try just one change tonight to see how your body responds. If this is helpful so far, tap the hype button below and consider subscribing. I post content like this every day. All supplements in this video are tagged so you can see precisely what I use and where to find them. Let us start with the myth that has dominated the fitness and nutrition world for the last 2 decades, that omega-3 supplements are the ultimate recovery tool for muscle repair. The truth is more nuanced. Omega-3 fatty acids, particularly eicosapentaenoic acid, EPA, and docosahexaenoic acid, DHA, do have anti-inflammatory properties. They help cell membranes remain flexible and can modestly improve muscle protein synthesis after exercise. But here's what the research shows. Once your dietary omega-3 levels are adequate, additional supplementation offers diminishing returns for muscle repair. In other words, if your body already has enough of these fats, adding more is like pouring water into an already full glass. The benefit plateaus. What truly drives muscle recovery overnight is not the suppression of inflammation. It is the activation of anabolic signaling, mitochondrial energy flow, and hormonal synchronization that occurs during sleep. Omega-3 alone does not switch on those pathways. Here is what is really going on inside your body. Every night, your muscles enter a repair cycle controlled by growth hormone, testosterone, and a powerful molecular switch called mTOR, short for mechanistic target of rapamycin. mTOR acts as your body's anabolic thermostat. When it is activated, new proteins are synthesized, damaged fibers are repaired, and mitochondria are renewed. But for mTOR to work efficiently, it requires the correct nutrient signals, especially from vitamins that regulate energy metabolism and calcium flow inside muscle cells. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Imagine your body's muscle repair process as a factory. Omega-3 supplements reduce friction on the factory floor. That is useful, but friction control alone will not run the machinery. You still need power, mitochondrial energy, instruction manuals, vitamin-driven enzyme reactions, and quality control supervisors, hormones. Without these, your factory idles all night long, even if you are taking your fish oil capsules faithfully. Several studies published in the past few years confirm this limitation. For instance, a 2022 study in Nutrients found that while omega-3 supplementation reduced exercise-induced inflammation, it did not significantly enhance post-exercise muscle protein synthesis compared to a balanced diet rich in natural fats. The takeaway is clear. Inflammation control is helpful, but it is not the same as true regeneration. So if your goal is to rebuild muscle overnight, especially if you are over 40 or dealing with slower recovery, the focus should shift from anti-inflammatory supplements to nutrients that drive metabolic repair. Specifically, two vitamins taken at night can support the deep cellular machinery of recovery far more effectively than omega-3 alone. These are vitamin D and vitamin B complex. In the next section, we will explore the first of these, vitamin D, and how this fat-soluble hormone-like nutrient controls the genetic blueprint of muscle repair, synchronizes with your sleep hormones, and even determines how much of your nightly growth hormone pulse translates into actual muscle growth. If this has been helpful so far, tap the hype button below and subscribe. I post research-based content like this every day, and the supplements we discuss here are tagged with the video so you can find them easily online. Now let us look closely at the first key vitamin that can transform your muscle recovery overnight, vitamin D. Most people think of vitamin D as a bone health nutrient, but inside your body it behaves more like a hormone. It influences over 2,000 genes, including many directly responsible for muscle growth, mitochondrial function, and protein synthesis. What the research shows is that low vitamin D levels are one of the silent drivers of poor recovery, fatigue, and age-related muscle loss, a condition called sarcopenia. Here is what is really going on inside your body. Your muscles contain vitamin D receptors, special docking sites that turn on anabolic genes when vitamin D binds to them. During sleep, this binding helps increase calcium uptake inside muscle fibers. Calcium, in turn, triggers the small molecular motors called actin and myosin that rebuild and strengthen muscle tissue. Without enough vitamin D, these motors stall, protein synthesis slows down, and you wake up feeling weaker or less recovered even after good sleep. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Think of your muscle cell as a construction site that rebuilds each night. Vitamin D is the supervisor that hands out blueprints and ensures every worker knows what to build. Without the supervisor, the workers, your amino acids, mitochondria, and repair enzymes are present, but they have no coordinated plan. The result is chaotic, incomplete rebuilding. Recent studies reveal that vitamin D also plays a critical role in regulating testosterone and growth hormone, two essential anabolic hormones that peak during deep sleep. Inadequate vitamin D levels reduce the sensitivity of muscle tissue to these hormones, blunting their effect. That means even if your body releases growth hormone during sleep, much of that potential for repair goes to waste. Another fascinating discovery is the connection between vitamin D and mitochondrial function. Mitochondria are the tiny power plants inside your cells that generate adenosine triphosphate, the fuel for muscle repair. Vitamin D enhances the efficiency of these power plants, helping your muscles restore glycogen and rebuild fibers after training. Without it, your overnight repair factory runs at half power. Now, here's the practical part. The timing of vitamin D matters. While many people take it in the morning, emerging evidence suggests that taking it in the evening, particularly with a small amount of healthy fat, may better align with your body's natural overnight hormonal repair cycle. This is especially relevant for individuals whose sleep-wake rhythm or hormone levels are disrupted. The ideal approach is simple. Take your vitamin D supplement, preferably vitamin D3 combined with vitamin K2 for proper calcium metabolism, with your dinner or shortly before bed. Pair it with foods containing healthy fats such as avocado, olive oil, or a few almonds to enhance absorption. If this content has been useful so far, tap the hype button and consider subscribing. I post new research-based guidance every day. All supplements mentioned are tagged with this video so you can find exactly what I use and recommend. In the next section, we will uncover the second vitamin, the vitamin B complex, and why it is the spark that ignites your muscles' energy metabolism overnight. It not only fuels recovery, but also supports your nervous system and hormonal balance for deeper, more restorative sleep. Now, let us explore the second key nutrient that can rebuild your muscles overnight, the vitamin B complex. This family of vitamins often goes unnoticed, yet it plays a vital role in how efficiently your muscles recover, how deeply you sleep, and how effectively your body turns nutrients into usable energy. Here is what is really going on inside your body. Every night, your muscle fibers depend on a process called muscle protein synthesis to repair microscopic damage caused by daily activity and exercise. For that to happen, your cells need energy in the form of adenosine triphosphate or ATP. The B vitamins, especially vitamin B6, vitamin B12, and folate, are essential coenzymes in the pathways that create ATP from food. Without them, your cellular power plants, the mitochondria, cannot generate enough energy to fuel protein synthesis. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Imagine your body as a construction site, again, with vitamin D as the supervisor giving out blueprints. The vitamin B complex is the electricity that keeps the machines running. Without enough electrical power, the workers cannot use their tools efficiently, and the repair process slows to a crawl. Research has shown that deficiencies in vitamins B6, B12, or folate can impair muscle recovery and increase fatigue. One study demonstrated that individuals with suboptimal B12 levels experience slower rates of muscle regeneration after training because their cells could not efficiently convert amino acids into new muscle proteins. Vitamin B6, on the other hand, helps regulate neurotransmitters like serotonin and melatonin, supporting both mood and sleep quality, two crucial factors for recovery. What the science now suggests is that your vitamin B levels can influence not only how well your muscles recover, but also how rested your nervous system feels the next morning. A well-rested nervous system reduces cortisol, your stress hormone, allowing growth hormone to dominate during deep sleep. This is the hormonal environment your muscles crave. For practical application, timing matters once again. The best time to take your vitamin B complex is in the early evening or about 1 hour before bed. This allows your body to absorb and circulate these nutrients before your deep sleep phase begins. Choose a methylated B complex that includes active forms like methylcobalamin vitamin B12 and pyridoxal 5-phosphate vitamin B6. These forms bypass common genetic limitations that prevent proper activation of B vitamins inside the body. Combine this with a small nighttime snack rich in protein, such as Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or a scoop of collagen peptide in warm milk. The amino acids from the protein give your body the raw material for muscle repair, while the B vitamins ensure that the repair machinery runs efficiently through the night. If this has been insightful so far, tap the hype button below and subscribe. I post research-driven strategies like this every day to help you rebuild your body naturally from the inside out. The supplements mentioned are tagged with this video for your convenience. In the next section, we are going to connect the dots between hormones, particularly cortisol, insulin, and growth hormone, and show how nighttime vitamin intake can shift your body from a catabolic state where muscle breaks down to an anabolic state where muscle rebuilds. Let us now connect the science of vitamins with the reality of your nightly hormonal rhythm. Because no matter how clean your diet or how perfect your training, if your hormones are out of sync at night, your body simply cannot rebuild muscle efficiently. Here is what is really going on inside your body. Every evening, as the sun sets, your brain begins releasing melatonin, the hormone that signals it is time to sleep. Around that same time, your cortisol levels should begin to drop. Cortisol is your body's main stress hormone. When it remains elevated at night, it keeps your metabolism in a fight or flight mode, blocking growth hormone release and preventing muscle repair. Now, this is where vitamin D and the vitamin B complex begin to quietly work together behind the scenes. Vitamin D helps stabilize your circadian rhythm by influencing melatonin production in the pineal gland, while vitamin B6 acts as a cofactor in the creation of serotonin, which the body then converts into melatonin. Together, these nutrients help your body achieve deep restorative sleep, the very phase when growth hormone levels naturally surge. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Think of your hormones like a set of traffic lights controlling when different processes can move. Cortisol is the red light that tells your body to stay alert and on guard. Melatonin and growth hormone are the green lights that signal your body to shift into repair and rebuild mode. If cortisol stays on red all night, your body's anabolic traffic never gets the green signal. Vitamin D and the vitamin B complex help reset these lights so that your muscle recovery can actually move forward. The relationship between insulin and nighttime recovery is equally critical. Insulin is not just a blood sugar hormone, it is also an anabolic signal that delivers amino acids and glucose into muscle cells for repair. However, if you eat heavy, carb-dense meals right before bed, insulin stays elevated for too long, which suppresses growth hormone release. The solution is to balance your dinner, include lean protein, fiber-rich vegetables, and healthy fats, but keep refined carbohydrates low. This keeps insulin steady, not spiking, and allows growth hormone to rise naturally once you fall asleep. Here is where your nighttime vitamins make a powerful difference. When vitamin D and B complex are taken together in the evening, they help the body metabolize carbohydrates more efficiently, lowering the risk of insulin spikes. They also promote mitochondrial energy balance, ensuring that your muscle cells use incoming nutrients to rebuild, not to store fat. What the research shows is that individuals who have adequate vitamin D and vitamin B status experience improved muscle mass retention, reduced nighttime cortisol, and better sleep efficiency compared to those who are deficient. This means you can literally change your muscle building environment overnight by balancing these hormonal switches. The actionable step here is simple. Build an evening routine that calms cortisol and optimizes growth hormone. Dim the lights 2 hours before bed, avoid late caffeine, and take your vitamin D and B complex with your final meal. Combine that with a small serving of slow-digesting protein, such as casein or Greek yogurt, to sustain amino acid delivery during sleep. If this content has been valuable so far, tap the hype button below and subscribe. I post evidence-based health strategies every day, and the supplements mentioned here are tagged with the video for easy access. In the next section, we will put everything together into a clear, step-by-step, nightly protocol, a simple, science-backed plan to rebuild muscle overnight using these 2 vitamins, proper meal timing, and sleep alignment. Now that we have explored the individual roles of vitamin D and the vitamin B complex, let us bring all of this together into a simple, step-by-step nightly protocol that you can begin using tonight to rebuild muscle while you sleep. Here is what is really going on inside your body when you follow the correct sequence. Muscle recovery is not one single process. It is a cascade of biochemical events that begins in your gut, travels through your bloodstream, and culminates in your muscle cells. The more you align your nutrition, hormones, and sleep rhythm, the more efficiently this cascade unfolds. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Imagine your body as a factory that only operates on the night shift. The workers are your muscle cells. The power grid is your mitochondrial energy system. The instructions come from your hormones and nutrients. If the shift starts on time, the power is steady, and the instructions are clear, the work gets done perfectly. But if one of those components is missing, say power fluctuations or unclear directions, production slows down. This is exactly what happens when you neglect proper nutrient timing at night. Here is your simple, science-backed nightly recovery protocol. Step 1. About 2 to 3 hours before bed, eat your final meal. Focus on lean proteins such as salmon, chicken, eggs, or Greek yogurt. Add a moderate portion of complex carbohydrates like quinoa or sweet potato and healthy fats from olive oil or avocado. This stabilizes blood sugar and gives your body amino acids and micronutrients needed for overnight repair. Step 2. About 1 hour before bed, take your vitamin D3, preferably paired with vitamin K2 and a high-quality methylated vitamin B complex. This combination supports calcium metabolism, mitochondrial energy production, and neurotransmitter balance. Taking it at this time allows nutrient levels to peak as your body transitions into deep sleep, where most muscle rebuilding occurs. Step 3. Support your body's hormonal environment. Keep the lights dim, avoid screens, and try 5 to 10 minutes of deep breathing or light stretching. This naturally lowers cortisol and signals the release of melatonin. If your sleep schedule is irregular, vitamin D and B6 will help regulate your circadian rhythm, improving your natural melatonin cycle over time. Step 4. Hydrate lightly before bed, just enough to avoid waking up thirsty, but not so much that you interrupt deep sleep. Adequate hydration supports nutrient transport and prevents overnight muscle cramps that may occur due to electrolyte imbalance. Step 5. Sleep in a dark, cool environment. During your first few sleep cycles, growth hormone release peaks and your vitamin D activated calcium channels begin the process of rebuilding muscle fibers. The vitamin B complex fuels the production of ATP within mitochondria, powering this entire anabolic phase. When followed consistently, this routine supports three fundamental physiological goals: optimizing hormonal rhythm, maximizing nutrient absorption, and sustaining overnight protein synthesis. The result is waking up more recovered, more energized, and with improved strength over time. What the research shows is that when your nutrient timing matches your circadian biology, muscle growth accelerates, sleep becomes more restorative, and overall metabolic efficiency improves. This is not a quick fix. It is a sustainable nightly rhythm that reprograms your body's repair systems. If this has been useful so far, tap the hype button below and subscribe. I post practical, evidence-based strategies like this every day to help you build muscle and longevity naturally. The supplements and products mentioned are tagged with the video so you can find them easily online. In the next section, we will take this further and discuss how to combine these nighttime vitamins with other key nutrients, like magnesium and protein timing, to create synergy for even faster recovery and long-term muscle preservation. Now that you understand the core nightly protocol, let us amplify its impact by integrating other key nutrients and habits that work synergistically with vitamin D and the vitamin B complex. This final layer ensures that every element of your recovery, from energy metabolism to hormone balance, is optimized to work in harmony. Here is what is really going on inside your body. Muscle repair is not a single nutrient process, it is an orchestra. Vitamin D provides the hormonal conductor that directs calcium and anabolic signaling. The vitamin B complex fuels the cellular energy production that keeps the repair machinery running. But for that orchestra to play in perfect rhythm, other supporting players like magnesium, protein timing, and lifestyle alignment must also be tuned correctly. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Think of your body as a symphony at night. The conductor, vitamin D, cues the musicians. The power source, vitamin B complex, keeps the lights on. Magnesium is the rhythm section that keeps the pace steady, while protein provides the melody, the material that gives structure and meaning to the music. When they all work together, you create harmony. When one instrument is missing, the whole composition feels incomplete. Magnesium is often called the relaxation mineral because it helps muscles release tension and supports deep sleep. But more importantly, it activates over 300 enzymes in the body, including those involved in energy metabolism and protein synthesis. Low magnesium levels impair the conversion of vitamin D into its active form, which means even if you take your vitamin D supplement, it cannot perform optimally without magnesium's help. To leverage this synergy, consider adding a magnesium-rich food source such as pumpkin seeds, spinach, or a magnesium glycinate supplement about 1 hour before bed. This not only supports muscle recovery, but also calms the nervous system, helping you transition smoothly into deep, restorative sleep. Next comes protein timing. The research is clear. Your body can only synthesize new muscle tissue if it has a steady supply of amino acids through the night. A small serving of slow-digesting protein, like casein, Greek yogurt, or cottage cheese before bed ensures that your bloodstream remains rich in amino acids during your longest sleep cycles. The vitamin B complex then provides the enzymatic cofactors your body needs to convert those amino acids into muscle tissue efficiently. Hydration also matters. During sleep, your body loses water through respiration and sweat, which can subtly dehydrate your cells and slow metabolic reactions. A glass of water with a pinch of sea salt or electrolytes about 30 minutes before bed maintains cellular hydration, improving nutrient transport to muscle tissue. Finally, align your environment with your physiology. Keep your room cool and dark, aim for consistent sleep and wake times, and avoid blue light exposure before bed. This strengthens your circadian rhythm, ensuring that your growth hormone and testosterone pulses occur predictably each night, precisely when your vitamin D and B complex are active in the bloodstream. What the research shows is that people who combine these simple nighttime practices, proper vitamin timing, magnesium intake, balanced protein, and optimized sleep environment, experience up to 30% greater muscle recovery and strength gains over time compared to those who rely on supplements alone. If you are finding this helpful, tap the hype button and subscribe. I post evidence-based content like this every day to help you build strength, energy, and longevity naturally. All supplements and products mentioned are tagged with the video so you can easily find them online. In the final section, we will bring everything together, summarizing the physiological insights, practical takeaways, and a simple challenge you can start tonight to begin rebuilding your muscles more efficiently while you sleep. Let us bring everything together. You now understand that rebuilding muscle overnight is not about taking more supplements. It is about supporting your body's natural repair system with the right nutrients at the right time. Here is what is really going on inside your body each night. As you sleep, your brain releases growth hormone. Your muscles activate repair enzymes, and your mitochondria work to refuel every cell. But this system can only function at full capacity if the right biochemical switches are turned on. Vitamin D and the vitamin B complex are two of those switches. They help synchronize your hormones, ignite your energy metabolism, and guide your muscle fibers through the rebuilding process. Vitamin D acts as the hormonal conductor of this orchestra, ensuring calcium and anabolic signals reach every muscle cell. It improves testosterone and growth hormone efficiency and aligns your circadian rhythm so your repair cycle runs smoothly. Vitamin B complex serves as the energy source and communication network that allows this system to operate, powering the mitochondria, recycling amino acids, and supporting deep, restorative sleep. Together, they transform your body into a more efficient repair engine while you rest. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Imagine that every night your body runs a software update. Vitamin D is the update manager, ensuring the system installs the right programs. The vitamin B complex is the power supply, keeping your computer running through the process. If either one fails, your system crashes midway, leaving your muscles half repaired, your energy low, and your metabolism sluggish. Now you have a clear, actionable framework. Eat a balanced evening meal with lean protein, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates. Take vitamin D3 with vitamin K2 and a methylated vitamin B complex about 1 hour before bed. Add magnesium to support muscle relaxation and vitamin D activation. Keep your room dark, cool, and quiet to enhance your hormonal recovery cycle. Avoid heavy carbohydrates or stress triggers close to bedtime to prevent insulin and cortisol disruption. The result is not